Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from a sort of interestinglife.com. You're joining me on board Narrowboat Tilly for an episode of Dan's Ultimate Boat Basics, and today we're going to talk about steering a narrowboat. I thought I'd throw in a quick clip of some actual boat steering in this video. One of the things that confuses some people at first is that you point the tiller in the opposite direction to the way you actually want to turn. So here we have got Tilly the boat, my blonde head there, and the tiller in my hand leading down to the rudder below the waterline. So just to put that into context, if we say that's the tiller there that you actually hold to steer with, that's then connected straight downwards into the water where it connects with the rudder, which is in line with the tiller. So when you move the tiller to one direction, the rudder is also in line facing the same way as the tiller. Hopefully that makes sense. So that basically means that if you've got the propeller here pushing water that way, when you move the rudder, that's what steers the boat from behind, rather than steering from the front with wheels on a car, for example, so that the front of the boat turns, and that's where basically the rest of the car is being dragged. You're pushing the back of the boat around to move where the front is. So let's say, for example, I move the tiller to that direction. So that means then the water from the propeller is all rushing out and being pushed in that direction. So then that means the whole boat itself moves, or the back of the boat moves in this direction too, which means ultimately that even though I'm pointing the tiller to the right hand side, the boat is actually going to start turning to the left hand side. And I hope that makes some sort of sense. Maybe it won't, maybe it will, but of course this means that you also don't really steer with a specific point as in going, right, I want the front of the boat to start turning. It's more a case of having a pivot point somewhere in the central part of the boat, which the whole boat moves around. So as the back end is being pushed one way, the front end is then rotating as well, rather than going, right, the front of the boat's here and it's suddenly going to turn and go this way and the whole boat is going to twist and drag in a straight line behind it. Hopefully that makes some sort of sense. As I say, I think I'll leave it there before I draw any more lines on this page. Until the next time, check out my other videos for loads more boaty stuff and documentaries, but keep it boat worthy, and of course, farewell.